Okay, I just need to I need to troubleshoot if my controller is gonna cause an echo in the stream.
My controller mutes itself for the thousandth time. And make sure to unmute, and we should be all set up.
Okay, I think my audio is good because there's no echo.
Yep, sounds good on my end. All right, so we are back again for week 3 at Fuji, my favorite track. We are behind the wheel and just about ready to start qualifying for the amateurs.
This is round 3 of the JCCR Racing League in Season 3. This is the second part of the Japanese doubleheader. Last week we were at Fuji, and this week we are on Fuji. As you can tell, Super Doofus loves this track.
Yeah, and I have been struggling a little bit in the BMW trying to figure it out. I can come out in the Ferrari with no big deal and do a good lap.
Okay, I'm done dropping my stream. Now I have to drop your stream as well, so that's going to take me like another 3 minutes.
It's not letting me open the live chat. All right, any chance Johnny's going to make it? I haven't heard from Johnny this morning, so don't think he's going to be in. Oops, hit a button. So currently we have Neighbor, Fox, Sir Badger, Curry, Devious, Moya, who is racing for the first week, and me.
Oh, slow-mo. Damn it.
Hey Jim, how's it going? Just about ready to race here. I'll give it maybe one more minute. Nope, does not look like we're going to have a Johnny.
Oh no.
Eh, wait till next week. Did
So,
somebody just get in?
oh, he
Johnny,
is
hey,
here.
look at that. Perfect timing. Yeah, nice.
Right. So,
Uh,
look at the Amateur League standings. B. Fox heads the field with 34 points. Then, Remy and Neighbor are tied with 32 points in second and third. Then Devious is another 3 points back in fourth with 29. Then Arcuri, who missed last week, and Johnny are tied for fifth and sixth with 22 points. And Super Doofus, since seventh, is on 20 points. So at this point, it's still anyone's game.
which is Johnny actually in and ready? safety out on track, because if he is ready, we're going to fire this one up. Still in the pit right now. Give him a minute, make sure he's ready to go. He might be setting up a stream. So we will take a quick lap here, and then we'll get qualifying.
Oh, come on. It didn't link.
Looks like we're going to have a run-in for the pro race.
Ronan's here. Excellent.
I'm busy reading the side of the screen over here.
No sound. What do you mean, Forza?
Oop. Right. Let's see, we got Crasher, we got Rowiki, Nielsen, Dano. How's it going? Who else is in here? Frank's in here. Morning, fellas, as I'm just reading while driving. No big deal.
No, I'm still on the controller mic, Nielsen. I don't know if it's to do with the party audio or whatever, but yeah, it's good to know that it's sounding crisp than before.
Johnny still sitting in the pit. I just checked Johnny's stream. He's coming out of the pit, so he's ready to go. We're starting this one up. All right, Johnny, no warm-up time for you. All right, so here we go with qualifying for the amateur race at Fuji International. Let's see if I can let everybody else go out ahead of me.
Race info or display all? I'll display all.
Most of the drivers on the track.
Might be Nielsen.
All right. Warm up our tires on an out lap. Let's see what we can do for qualifying.
So, championship leader B Fox is out on track first. He leads by 2 points from Remy and Neighbor. So, like I said, it's still anybody's game. Johnny is out second. In a yellow Porsche, my favorite color. R. Curry has returned to the track after missing last week in Suzuka. He's still fifth in the championship, so has plenty of time to regain the points he lost. Devious, he finished an excellent second at Suzuka, and he's right in the hunt for the title as well. He's out on track fourth. Moya, who is new to the league and also brings a new nation to the league in the form of Poland, Ferrari 296. And Super Doofus in the always quick BMW M6. Sir Badger, who is also returning from last week after missing it because he was attending a wedding and he was getting married. Congratulations to Sir Badger. Remy is out in 8th. And finally, Neighbor in 9th. The bottom two out on track at the moment are the ones tied for second in the championship. So, B Fox starting his lap, 22.0, first lap. Dano, welcome, man. Let's go M group, definitely. I meant to do a track walk for the first lap, but Walk was already completing the first sector, so I'll give the next lap. Little grass lawn mowing there. 53.6 for the second sector. And depending on the car you pick, this section of track, Sector 3 at Fuji, can either be manageable or really freaking tricky. V-Fox around the final corner, getting a little snappy on exit. But it looked pretty nice of a lap in general to start this qualifying session. V-Fox crossing the line. The Finn starts with a 140.5. Next up, Johnny.
Yeah. Way off track.
Johnny, 142.8, slots in second. Arcuri with a 140.1 slots into pole position for the moment. About Devious, 141.8. Moya slots into third place. The rookie with a very great time to start, starting in third place. Super Doofus, 142.0. Definitely time to get into the 41s. Sir Badger with the absolute straight line rocket ship, the Aston Martin Vantage. And he goes to second, only 51 thousandths behind Arcuri. This could be a real fight for pole position so far. Right. Next up, Remy. He's tied for second in the championship with Neighbor. So qualifying position for now could mean a lot. Remy across the line, 141.4, slots into fifth. What about Neighbor in the Jaguar F-Type? The F-Type also has great straight line speed. Not as much as the Aston Martin, but it's still great. Neighbor uses that flat to the floor, 140.9, slots into fourth, 2 places in front of Remy. There's your qualifying so far. After the first set of runs, the Irishman, Arcuri, leads with a 140.116. Where's Fox? There he is. Oh, it looks like... Oh, Fox is on an outlap. Did he make a mistake? So he's going again. So, Johnny, 142.7. Stays in ninth, I presume. Arcuri did not improve his time, so he's still on provisional pole. Let's see what Sir Badger does across the line, though.
Can I get a 41? I did.
And he does.
That was a good lap
Super
time.
Doofus, 141.3, slots into sixth place. Sir Badger dashes towards the line, doesn't improve his time either. I wonder if tire wear might be kicking in already. Like last week. Who's next on the road? Fox and Remy. Well, Fox completing an outlap, so Remy crosses the line. 141.2 goes back to 6th ahead of Super Doofus. And he's in the pits.
Whoa.
I was saying he's on medium tires. Is he done for qualifying? Neighbor sets a 40.6 and puts himself in the closer to B-Fox, so if Neighbor and B-Fox can get their times up, this could be a four-way fight for pole position here.
Yeah, Remy's got the soft tires on now.
Did he qualify on the medium tires?
More. He did. They might be trying to get... Yeah, he should have enough time to do one lap on softs.
Wow, we'll wonder what time Remy can do on the soft tires, because a 41.2 on mediums does look pretty good for the Amateur League. Johnny improves his time to a 41.9, but he's still down in 9s. Yep.
That was a terrible lap.
Next up, Devious, 41.4, stays in 8th, but is closer to the pack. Moya does not improve his time. I saw that Neighbor set a purple sector 2. Can he keep that going for potential pole position? Who's up to the line? Sir Badger does improve his time, but still 40.2. He's still in the running for pole position as well. Fox completing his first lap of his second run of qualifying. B. Fox on the run up to the line. Can he take pole position? He does by 1,000th of a second from R. Curie. That could not have been any closer.
Nice. Oh, that is the best.
Sir Badger has switched to medium tires, so I presume that's his qualifying done. R. Curie's also in the pits, and Neighbor improves to 140.2. So the top 4 are all separated by under 1.5 tenths. This is absolutely brilliant so far from this amateur race.
And that pole time is going to be worth 1 extra point on the standings.
Right, Johnny, does he improve his time? No, he doesn't. Almost definitely
One last
down.
shot.
Especially in Sector 3, because that's so tricky depending on the car you use. I think we'll definitely see 1 or 2 spins in Sector 3. Right, Devious and Super Doofus did not improve their times. We have less than a minute to go in qualifying, so these are the final laps of this Amateur League qualifying session. Beatbox. Can he go even quicker? He does, and extends his pole time to 39 thousandths of a second to R. Curie. Looking really good for the Finn right now. Until Neighbors swoops in with a 39.7. That's a monster lap in the Jaguar F-Type. We have just crossed the 10 minutes mark. Neighbors pulling over, so I think that's his qualifying done.
This has got to be the biggest battle we've seen in qualifying.
Oh, yeah. Neighbor and Moya pulled over. Fox, Curie, and Sir Badger are all in the pits. They're done. So that just leaves us with... Okay, Remy's done as well. Who's first? Johnny. Does not improve. His time stays in 9th. Devious, 4th in the championship. Ideally would like a better qualifying time so he can start close to the front. He does, and he slots up to 6th, 1,000th ahead of Remy. Super Doofus does not improve his time.
Oh man, you guys making me look slow at my own track.
And there you have your pole sitter, RSR Neighbor 050 in the Jaguar F-Type. Man, that was an entertaining qualifying session to watch. R. Curie controlled the early stages, but it looked basically neck and neck between him and B. Fox, until RSR Neighbor just swoops in at the last moment when it counted to grab that pole position and the pole position bonus point.
Yeah, that qualifying was pretty amazing. A lot of back and forth there.
Broadcasting makes it even better because I'm now on stream, so you have my POV of it all. I do have to make sure my camera work is good though. Let's wait for the timer to run down now. There we go. So we have Neighbor in pole position, then B. Fox in second, R. Curie in third, and Sir Badger in fourth. I just want to point out, second to fourth is all within less than a tenth of each other. So it's interesting to see how those three play out. Can they keep up with Neighbor? Then Moya, brand new to league, with a solid starting position in 5th. Then Devious in 6th, Remy in 7th, Super Doofus in 8th, and Johnny rounds off the qualifying field in 9th.
Yeah, Devious beat Remy by 1,000.
Oh yeah, that was mega
Just
close
barely.
there.
That got some
This
great qualifying.
this will be for the marbles after this race for the standings. See if Devious can stay ahead of Remy. And it'll also be interesting to see, can Neighbor take the championship lead from B Fox if he can win this race? But R. Curie is definitely not that far behind, and Sir Badger also making a comeback.
All right. Well, I think we're all ready. So, good luck to everybody. Race long and prosper. And here we go. Drive it like I stole it. I'd have to steal one of these cars because I cannot afford one.
Full on Need for Speed.
I heard about that new Mustang they just came out with, which is basically the GR3 GT car, but street legal, and it's 350,000.
Cars are rolling off. Amateur race here in Fuji Speedway is about to get underway.
Oh, I didn't change my
And
tires.
they go off for the amateur race. Foot flat to the floor as they go down to turn 1. Neighbor in the F-Type is leading with a clear gap in front. And behind, we have Sir Badger making a move on our Curie. Curie fights back on the outside. But it looks like Sir Badger has secured the place. Crucial overtake. Gets Sir Badger some extra points after he missed Fuji. Sir Badger up into 3rd place on the first corner.
Johnny sneaks past me through turn
Arcuri's looking to
1.
fight back on the inside, but it switches to the outside for him. Sir Badger trying to defend the place, and he does. Oh no! Arcuri's been spun around by
Oh
Devious!
no!
That's absolute disaster for the man 5th in the championship. He was looking to recover some points, but now he's been spun around on the first lap.
That was terrible.
And Johnny's had a brilliant start from last on the grid all the way up to 4th place. What a great start for the Canadian Porsche driver. Johnny has Super Doofus in that BMW. Always great in the high-speed corners. Trying to hunt him down for 4th place. But out in front, it's RSR Neighbor leading B Fox by just under a second. Look at that F-Type just pulling away on the straights. Just like the Aston Martin V12 Vantage. Lap 2 complete. Neighbor leads B Fox, and Sir Badger is in 3rd. Johnny is 4th. Super Doom is 5th, and Remy is going down the inside. Does he make it stick?
You're okay, I didn't see you there. We got it.
And Remy does take 5th. Looks like Devious is trying to take advantage. Super Doofus does manage to hold 6th place for the moment. But they're going wheel to wheel through the long right-hander. Switching back to the inside. Into turn 6. Look at this battle.
Ooh, just barely hold on. It is hard to see where they are. I can't really watch the radar all the time. You really just have to use sound and
Sound is always a crucial part of racing. You can tell where other cars are, as well as to tell if your own car is about to lose it or not. Oh, Subaru's goes a little bit deep into the penultimate corner. Devious. Oh, we have a yellow flag. Oh no, it's Neighbor. He was leading the race, and now he's dropped it. And he's all the way down in
Oh
5th.
no.
Might
They
even lose
spin out in the
6th
final
place.
corner.
It's a drag race, but I think Super Doofus has re-secured 5th place. So absolute drama on the opening laps here in the amateur race. That was the race leader. RSR Neighbor has dropped way down to 6th place. He was looking to try and get the championship lead from B Fox, but is now having to put on recovery mode.
Oh, it took it way too wide.
Oh, Super Doofus was a bit wide into turn 3. Neighbor will be looking at having a chance to clear him,
got a
and he
penalty.
will clear him sooner rather than later, as Super Doofus has got a penalty for running wide at turn 3.
It's going to give Neighbor, and that's probably going to drop me back 3 spots.
Neighbor, as well as Devious and possibly Moya as well. And we already have Arcuri in the background going for an outside overtake on Moya. Nothing coming to fruition though, but Arcuri is already recovering to the back of this pack, and he has set the fastest lap of the race with a 140.4. So he is definitely not counted out yet as the Irishman. And look at this group of cars here. 5th down to 9th, all separated by about 1.5 seconds. And Super Dukes is going to serve that slowdown penalty. Half a second is going to cost a lot more than a second here. Down to 6th. Down to 7th. Down to
Fall
8th.
all the way back.
Down to 9th place. That was a costly penalty, as right now we have Moya looking down the inside on Devious into turn 1. Oh no. Oh my god, that was so close to contact with Neighbor. But he just ran way too deep on the brakes in the corner, and now he drops back to 9th. Now we have Arcuri, who was 9th on the previous lap, has already made it back up to 6th, just passing Devious.
Oh, and he got a penalty.
Oh, he got a penalty though, and he's also running wide of the right-hander. Is Devious going to have another look? Nope. Yeah, that was mega close, Dano. Definitely great reaction from Neighbor to avoid being absolutely speared. Now we have Devious and Arcuri battling it out for 6th. Mind you, Devious spun out Curry at the start of the race, most likely unintentionally. We have Moya.
Whoa, no.
On Super Doofus as he gets a little bit loose there. And to make up another half-second penalty. Was that also at turn 3?
Yep.
So turn 3 proving to be a really tricky corner in the amateur race today. But out in front, B Fox now leads Sir Badger by 4 seconds. The Finn taking great advantage of Neighbor's mistake at the last corner. Is now looking to extend his championship lead at this stage.
All right.
And I didn't catch this. Remy has passed Johnny up into 3rd. Neighbor is looking on its own recovery, looking to catch the group in front of Johnny and Remy, possibly get back onto the podium. Devious has re-overtaken Arcuri, but Arcuri is going to look back on the inside. He is going to retake 6 places. Quite the back and forth battle right now. Moya has a look on the outside. Devious does defend it.
These 3 guys battling out in front of me. Hopefully I can catch back up to them a little bit here.
6th, 7th, and 8th all looking to take advantage as Moya goes down the inside on Devious and does make it stick up into 7th place. Devious is still right on his bumper though. Some great scrapping so far. There's around the back of the field.
Whoa, not enough brakes. Need to brake more on the uphills.
Looks like Arcuri has finally broken the train of Moya and Devious.
That was terrible.
Now he's going to look to set after Neighbor as Neighbor, looks to set after Johnny. He's already closed the gap to 1.2 seconds. The fourth place isn't too far off the cards yet for Neighbor. Back to seventh here, Devious, looking down the inside on Moya into turn one. And gets back past again, up into seventh place. I will say this is not the start to the race Devious would have wanted. He's down in seventh, being fourth in the championship. It's not going to grab him a lot of points, so he's going to have to try and make up some positions. And Johnny has slipped back behind Neighbor and is already 1 second behind, so the Dutchman is on a charge at the moment. Oh, Remy has got a half-second penalty. That might shorten the time it takes for Neighbor to catch him. It seems like everything is starting to calm down slightly. We have Johnny still holding on to
starting
Neighbor.
to catch up to Devious and Moya.
We have Johnny,
who is our second Frank the Tank.
Moya and Devious are still scrapping for 7th and 8th, allowing Super Duke to try and catch up. Devious trying to break the draft. Oh, Devious coming into the pits.
Devious is going into the pit.
Did he start on the soft tires? No, he started on the medium tires. Wow. If he's going to go to the soft tires, then that is going to be a very long stint on those soft tires. Back up to 4th, 5th, and 6th here. Johnny is hanging around with Neighbor, but Arcuri is catching him at a rate of knots with a new fastest lap of a 1:40.351. Yeah, I would agree.
I started on the wrong tires, so I'm on softs. I want to try and use Moya here, help him out, help myself out to get caught up a little bit to the guys in front of us.
Well, we don't know what tires Moya is on, so...
But I can only go 1 or 2 more laps before I have to pit.
Arcuri is right on the back of Johnny's bumper. Is he going to look for one? There is. But Johnny just about hangs on for 5th place. Arcuri is trying to find a way by the yellow and red Porsche. Arcuri setting up the exit, using all the track, and now using the slipstream of Johnny. Start-finish straight here at Fuji is very long. So can Arcuri size up a move into turn 1 on Johnny? They head up past the pit wall. Below the Panasonic sign. Is Arcuri gonna have a move into turn 1? He's looking for it. He's going for it. But it doesn't stick as he almost goes off the track. Johnny is doing up a good job trying to defend 5th place. Let's see how long he can defend it for against Arcuri. Keeping an eye on this here. And we'll give us sizes up a move here. Unlikely. Like Neighbor hasn't really closed up the gap as much to Remy as I thought he would. He's only at 4.7 seconds. Arcuri tries again on Johnny. Doesn't really work, but Johnny goes a little bit deep. Arcuri would think about the outside move. Once again, Johnny positions his car well enough so that Arcuri can't get by, but he's sizing up the inside now, outside the final corner. Johnny does get the better exit though, and he's still able to hold on to 5th. And once again, a long start-finish straight. All the slipstream available to the Irishman, Arcuri.
I'm on for one more. I'm probably pit now, but
We are starting to approach the pit window as Arcuri once again sizes up a move on Johnny. Looks like he's getting it stopped this time. And he does position his car in front of Johnny and looks to stay there. And Johnny get a run on him though. And he doesn't. Arcuri finally gets up to 5th place and passes Johnny, who slips back to 6th place. Everything is definitely calming down after those chaotic opening laps. Looks like Remy has been catching up to Sir Badger, but he's got another half-second penalty to serve. Wonder if that's turn 3 as well. But even if Remy does catch Sir Badger, that Aston Martin Vantage is a very difficult car to pass in a straight line. Similar to the Dodge Viper. Well, the Dodge Viper was the epitome of impossible to pass on a straight line.
Right.
Fortunately or unfortunately, nobody is using it this season, as Devious has switched to the Audi R8 and Dano has switched to the Ferrari 296.
Alright, it's time for my pit stop because I don't want to stretch these tires anymore.
And who comes into the pits? Everyone else is staying out so far. Well, Moya, he stays out. Super Doofus, though, is our second pit. When I looked at Devious, when he came out of the pits, he was like 26 seconds behind. He's now around 25 seconds, so I'm not sure the soft tires are paying much dividends for him here. As Super Doofus makes his pit stop from 8th place.
Oh, stretch the legs a little bit.
Always
ready
good
for the second half of this race. Don't take too much gas like I did last week.
He looks to fit medium tires and a nice tank of gas, and is on his way behind Devious, but his soft tires are going to be heavily worn at the end of this race, I guarantee you. I'm not just predicting, I guarantee you, because there is no way you can go 13 laps on the soft tires with these settings on this track.
Yeah, what did he pit lap 5?
He pit lap 6, I believe.
So yeah, he's got a long way to go.
Down front, B Fox has extended his lead to about 8.8 seconds. It's now growing to almost 9. So there's been another very controlled and collected race from the rookie Finn. Well, looks like we have another pit stop coming. This time it is Remy, picking up a few half-second penalties, so now possibly trying for the undercut on Sir Badger. He started on the medium, so he will be going to the soft tires. And Johnny is also coming into the pits, possibly for an undercut on Arcuri. Change of the tires for both Porsches with Remy and Johnny. Fill up with gas. Remy goes up to 59 and is on his way. His brand new soft tires. How much percent does Johnny fill up to? Filled up to 73. And now I'm wondering, oh, and Johnny gets a 3-second penalty for presumably for cutting the pit entry line. It's definitely a tricky pit entry. Can cut some of the pit entry line, but I think he cut the crossover point on the track before he came in. So now he has 3 seconds to serve, and is now going to fall into the clutches of Devious for 8th. As I was saying, I'm wondering if Remy is gonna have enough gas so he can get to the end. So he only fueled up to 59% of the pit stop. So that is one thing to watch. B Fox stays out for another lap.
Go
Looks
way
like
too
Sir
wide there.
Badger is coming in for our next pit stop.
Don't give me the penalty.
Sir Badger took that pit lane rather conservatively. It's that fuel on advantage is down to 18%. So maybe the Aston Martin Vantage is not very efficient on fuel. Neighbor and Arcuri stay out. It looks like on the map we have Moya coming into the pits as well. He does. The Badger getting his tires and fuel. How much does he fuel up to? 64%. So maybe he is aware of the Aston Martin's fuel efficiency, which doesn't look very good. And Remy has undercut Sir Badger. Strategy is working well, but does Remy have the fuel available to him? Moya is fueling up. Does he pick up enough to get out in front of Super
And
Doofus?
nope, I'm still in last. But I'm close.
It looks like the overcut has worked for Moya against Super Doofus. He holds 8th. And it looks like we have a little battle here. Johnny and Devious for 6th and 7th place. Devious.
Oh, and Moya goes off.
Oh, Moya a little off into the turn 3 runoff area. I wonder if he... Oh, he's off. That's our first DNF of the race. Moya has retired. As B Fox now makes his pit stop. He was 17 seconds in front of Neighbor. Now that's a statement and a half. Neighbor going in as well. He is. Will Arcuri. Yes, he is as well.
Oh, I'm having a terrible time on these medium tires.
B Fox running with 2% on the when he came into the pits, and Neighbor with 3. So maybe they're running on fumes to prioritize the end of their stint with the tire wear. B Fox comes back out on track and holds his lead, but Remy has undercut and Sir Badger have both undercut Neighbor and Curie. They're still fueling. Oh yeah, I remember they were both behind in the pit stop, my bad. Yeah.
So after the pit stops, looks like we got Fox and Remy, Sir Badger and Neighbor.
Yeah, a little error on my part, my bad. So now
I've just
B
been
Fox
in the back struggling in the BMW.
B Fox has had his lead reduced to 5.5 seconds, but actually, now that everyone's pit, we can put up display all and we can see everyone's tires and fuel. B Fox has just come in. Remy has less than half a tank left, but I think, he gets a little bit loose into the traction zone in the start sector 3, and Sir Badger is now starting to close in like the shark from Jaws. Cue the Jaws theme. The Neighbor is a little over half a tank, and it's Sir Badger. He's almost dead in the middle half tank. Arcuri also half tank. Johnny a little over half tank. Devious half a tank. And Super Doofus in between, a little over and in the middle half tank. Remy's got another half-second penalty. One of this came from the penultimate corner this time, because it did have one in turn 3 when I looked at him in the previous lap.
Well, I am 8.5 seconds behind, so I'm not getting any closer. Devious' tires might be holding out better than I think.
Well, I do have display all open, so now I can see whether or not his tires are holding out. Well, devious. I'd say he has around 55% on his front left. But you do know how tires wear. Once they start wearing, it starts snowballing and you can't really control it. It looks like everyone is on the soft tires except for Super Doofus and Curie, who are on medium tires.
Yeah, I forgot to change mine before the start of the race, so I had to start on the softs. Ruined my whole strategy.
Remy looks fine for fuel, but at the same time, he looks like he's cutting it close for gas. Remy serves half-second penalty. Right on board with him for now. You can see the Aston Martin of Sir Badger slowly closing in after Remy has served his penalty. The gap was about 2.25 seconds. It's now just over half a second. They go through turn one. Sir Badger will be looking to recover some points after he missed Suzuka race to get married. Congratulations to him again. He will be looking for a second place spot on his return to the league. So far, I think this is the closest battle we have on track, as things have definitely calmed down since the start of the race. But B Fox still controlling the race out in front with a 6.7 second lead. And he sets a new fastest lap. I think that was 10 thousandths faster than our Curie's best lap. Is now 140.341. Remy is pulling away from Sir Badger after he served his penalty. It looks like he's got some more pace in the Porsche, but Sir Badger is definitely not giving up and hanging with him. The Badger is fast in a straight line, but it is a difficult car to get right through the corners. I think I remember correctly as what, 350, 650 downforce?
Oh, go spin. Oh, I barely saved it. So I definitely feel like I would have done much better in the Ferrari.
So how's it driving, the M6?
It's not bad, it's just a lot different than what I'm used to.
As with the Ferrari, it's an MR car. Well, not all MR cars. You can definitely use the throttle on corner exits to kick out the back end a little more on the Ferrari. But if you try to do that in the M6, you just induce wheel spin. Like that, a Super Doofus gets almost loses it in turn one, but he does manage to save it with a little lawn mowing in the process.
BMW is definitely easier to save than the Ferrari.
I think I could agree on that. Back out to the front, Remy has extended his lead to Sir Badger to about 3 seconds. Porsche definitely has the edge over, well, a big edge over the Aston Martin Advantage. Sir Badger is doing well to hold on to a podium spot on his return. But he does have Neighbor coming up behind him on his recovery, as P. Fox on lap 15 has set a new fast lap as dip below the 140s is now a 139.864. Some blistering lap times from the Finn. His 7.8 seconds. Getting closer to about 8 seconds. I think everyone might be good on fuel. Need to see if Remy's fuel gauge starts to flash red as he enters the final lap, but I think everyone is looking pretty sweet. Let's look at Devious's tires. Oh, his tires are definitely wearing down now. So now we have display all because everyone's done their pit stops. Now Devious, his front left tires are about 25%.
If he can hang on to it, he's got quite a lead over me.
I think those tires might just be able to hold on. Looking at his lap times, he has been running pretty well despite the very worn tires.
He's doing better on those tires than I'm doing on these mediums.
Everyone's looking very spaced out right now. Well, we've received word from Moya, saying his wheel unscrewed mid-race. Practically Holt tried to fix it during pit, but couldn't do it fast and had to quit.
Oh.
He's also saying PS5 too hot popped on screen, so this retirement is due to mechanical issues for Moya. A shame because his first race was looking pretty good so far.
All right, last lap. I was really hoping to do a lot better in this one, but he did not.
B Fox making his way through Sector 3 now. He really put on a dominant performance at Suzuka last time out. He was reporting technical issues before the start of this race. But he's definitely... either he has fixed them, or he's managed to live with them and still put in superb lap times in the process. B Fox putting the hazards on, coming up to the line. He won in Suzuka and he wins in Fuji. It's a Japanese doubleheader for B Fox. He wins in Fuji, 2 on the bounce for the Finn, and extends his lead in the championship. Remy does hold on to second, and Sir Badger on his comeback rounds out the podium with third. Neighbor with a solid recovery to fourth place. So with our Curie, he comes home to fifth place. He would have wanted more, but it is a solid recovery from the Irishman. Johnny coming home for sixth place. Devious with heavily worn soft tires. Flashing his lights to come home for seventh. And Super Doofus rounds out the finishing cars with an 8th place.
Oh, that did not go great. But that's okay. I keep on trying.
Right. I missed a chat message, so let me see.
Oh.
Yeah, he does need to blow those dust bunnies out. Blow it like an N64 cartridge. Well, not an N64 cartridge, because then it would break. Right, I need to look at the replay after we're done.
We're going to go into this real quick. Take a picture of that. Got a finishing lineup. Save our replay.
Right. Your race results. B Fox with another dominant victory with pole position and the fast lap, so the full 22 points, 2 weeks on the bounce. The fast lap of a 139.864. Remy in second, Sir Badger in third. Neighbor recovering to fourth, the only other car in the 39s. Arakiri fifth, Johnny sixth, Devious eighth, Super Doofus ninth, and Moya, who retired with mechanical problems.
All right, we got a replay saved. So good there. Cancel my entry. So not
Oh
in
yeah, I
the
need to change
pro
my wheel.
race.
I'll be right back.
which we have about 7 minutes. So I'm going to take a human pit stop. Excuse me. And I will be right back.
I'm reading your chat now. Irish, welcome to Super Duper's chat. As you were holding up well in that Aston Martin, Sir Badger. It is quick and straight line, but it is a difficult car to get right in the corner, so you did hold up well there. And you get to see my beautiful one car, beautiful gold-plated BMW in the flashlight. Wash for good measure. Scheduled maintenance at the garage. We can return to the pit lane. Oh yeah, I can relate, Remy. Sometimes I'm racing, and I finally get the
Okay.
zone. I'm starting to get those good times. I'm like, oh man, the race is over already. I was just getting in the zone.
That's definitely not how that one went for me. Starting or got so far in the back it was starting to get hard to keep focused.
So our pro entry list for today. I'm in my M6. Rocco is in another M6, the blue and white Polaroid livery, number 22. Ronan, probably taking a Lexus RCF. No number displayed. Forza Canada upgrading from the Amateur League last year with a silver and red Porsche 911, number 15. Thor in another Aston Martin V12 Vantage with a nice metallic red hue, number 19. He sets the time with a 39.4. That. Jay Rizzio, also known as Knight Rider Jim, making his first appearance of the season, Ferrari 296, number 09. And Nielsen with a orange, is it orange and black? Yeah, it's orange and black, Porsche 911, number 13. And I have the number 1 car.
All right. We got a few more minutes yet. We're actually on schedule for a change, so we can let the pros warm up for a few laps before we start qualifying.
Let's get some
We're already
laps in.
seeing times in the 139s. Yes, Dano is coming up to the finish line here. See what kind of time he can get for his first lap. We're having a very nice team not sponsored livery made by Philness. I think pretty much all of us probably have liveries made by Philness at this point.
It's like the Pro
Hey,
Grid.
Johnny, how's it going?
It's like the Pro Grid is 70% Philness liveries.
Right. We are having a charity race tomorrow, I believe, for Bobby Vegas. I don't remember what he was diagnosed with, and there's no way I could pronounce it. But there is going to be racing going on, so if people want to come by Philness' stream tomorrow. Let's see if I can find it in his chat. don't remember where Phil posted it at.
I think we have 3 minutes before the start of the pro race.
I don't know if it'll let me do it here, but we're going to give it a shot.
What?
Nope, it doesn't look like it's going to do it. I was trying to link the charity thing that Phil put up in the YouTube for tomorrow's race.
Car's feeling much
But
faster than
everybody
the
knows
practice this
Phil knows.
morning.
Okay, so who is on track at the back? Rocco. He just finished what? Not Rocco. This one. Jim. As soon as Jim crosses the finish line here, we're going to start the qualifying.
I have to watch my back this time.
Alright, so looks like everybody should be ready to go. We're going to get this thing started just a touch bit early.
Like 1 minute.
I know everybody appreciates it when it actually starts on time. Helps everybody maintain their schedules. Get out here to spectate and see who gets out on track first. Their race info on. We're currently riding on board with Rowiki. And our pro drivers are out for their warm-up lap.
No, I can't commentate this because I'm the one driving.
And you do a lot better with the commentary than I do. Problem is, I've never been much of a talker, so.
Well, so I've really never been much either. I tend to talk to myself often,
But we do like hosting these races, and
not in front of a live audience.
yeah, being in front of a live audience would be even harder. Yeah, well, so, I mean, we sort of are, because there is the chat. Gotta remember to keep that where I can see it too. Now that I can actually see it while I'm not driving. That is the hardest part. Sometimes when Johnny is out there streaming and just talking through the whole thing, I'm like, oh, I would crash so many times. All right, so everybody is coming across the line, starting their first lap. We do have drafting set to realistic, so there is going to be a little bit of an assist here with the drafting on the qualifying laps. Who is in front? Rocco is out front, so he's going to cross the line first. Watch him come around.
Ah, that was poor traffic, man. Poor traffic management from me.
Rowiki's kind of stuck behind Thor.
No, that's my bad. My fault.
Yeah.
I should have known the Aston wasn't good in the corners. I literally said this in commentary.
And this is why I like to try and wait before I actually get out on track. Let everybody else get ahead of me.
And I always used to do that, and I should have told myself to do it now. But I didn't, so it's my fault.
All right, going back to Rocco here. Got the nice blue and white BMW Polaroid car. Professional looking race car livery. And he gets a little loose coming out of the final turn there. That's going to affect his speed on the long straight. And up to the line, Rocco gets himself a 39.6. Thor takes the spot away with the 39.4.
Okay,
Nielsen comes in with a 40.1.
Take two.
Did you back off a bit so you can get some space? Yeah. Forza gets a 40.0. Sneaks himself into the top three. For now, anyways. Dana with a 41.0. Ronan gets the 40.8. And Jim in the back. He is coming up to the line for his first lap. Gets the 40.3, so he gets up into the top five. Should have enough time to complete 5 or so qualifying laps. See if Rocco can improve his time. He looks like he's a little bit behind right now, plus 2/10. A little loose coming out of that final corner again.
Come on.
For his second lap, he does improve his time. He gets 39.4, just behind Thor. Thor did not look like he improved his time.
Holy smokes.
Wiki did. Yeah.
Where did that come from?
He gets a 38.5. That is a hell of a time.
I ran
Almost
it
a full
faster
second.
when I was on a third of a tank of fuel this morning. Now what happened?
So other than Jim, everybody has completed their second lap so far. Rowiki in first, as always, followed by Thor and Rocco and Forza. Jim looking to improve his time. And he does, but still in 6th place. And we got Ronan off to the side there. Looks like he's happy with his time. And he's checking out the drivers go by. And Tim spins out. He might be going over to hang out with Ronan. Nope, he's getting back on the track. And Rocco is going into the pit. So he is looking good with his time. Thor comes across the line. And he takes the spot away from Rocco. Or no, he doesn't. He was already in that spot. But he did improve by a 1/10 of a second. Hey, Rusty, how's it going? Yeah, Rogi did probably take a shortcut there. I think he just hit a time warp button.
Nitrous button. Like Need for Speed. Like Need for Speed.
You're going
Oh.
into the settings and make sure those nitros are turned off. And it looks like I think Jim is coming up to the line again. See if he can get himself into the top 5 to start. Nope, door resets. Let's go check out what Rocco's up to. So Rowiki coming to the line. Does he get a faster lap time?
No.
Nope.
Pulling in.
But he did improve it just by a little bit from his original fastest lap. And Rocco did not improve his lap time there. Like everybody's going to get to do one more lap. We got Nielsen setting a blues time there through the first sector. See if he can improve his lap through the whole track. Oh, let's see what's going on in the chat here.
I honestly surprised myself, Devious.
Got Nielsen chasing Dano down, but it's Nielsen who has the advantage over Dano in the qualifying by 4/10. See if Dano can improve here. I really like that green on that Ferrari.
Oh no, Dano gets
Oh,
loose.
Dano went off. And Thor coming into the pit.
It kind of looks like the Green Lantern.
He's making sure he gets the right tires on, something I didn't do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not that.
Remember to switch your tires. And Nielsen did improve his fastest lap on the last lap there. Still in 5th. The last few drivers come around. It's going to be Jim across the line last. So let's see what he can do. Less than 1/10 of a second behind Dano. If he can improve here, starting P6.
You were talking about Dano's Ferrari. I think it looks like similar to the Green Lantern with that green.
And he does improve it, but not quite enough. The Jim is going to be starting in 6th place. We got our starting lineup with Rowiki always as in first. Rocco coming in second. Thor in third. Forza in fourth. That's a good time for him. So new to the Pro League. Hopefully he gets a good race out of here and makes some points on the season. Got Nielsen in fifth, Jim in sixth, Dano in seventh, and Ronan in eighth. All right, so Make sure everybody gets a chance to change their tires. Make sure not to start out without Dano. Can I take a screenshot of this? This should make it easier when I do the qualifying order. Yeah, you know the car is good, but it's hard to duplicate it. It's the sponsor.
Sponsor. I don't get the reference.
Is the team not sponsored on your car?
Oh, oh, I
Oh, the
get it now.
JCCR.
Oh, I get it, because team not sponsored, and I have sponsors plastered all over my car.
Yep.
Okay, I get it now. That's funny.
Bill's definitely sponsored. All right, looks like everybody's ready to go. So, fingers crossed that we're right about that, and start the race.
We get Sally from Cars here. She called my car stickers.
So we're gonna skip up to the front of the pack for the start of this one. Get our racing info on.
Oh, it's an off-camera angle. We have a blue flag glitch. Why is my brake bias on -1?
Now they're going. Yeah, he does have a blue flag.
Oh, no. Man.
Is it still there at the beginning?
It's gonna be way in front. I'm giving that up. That's not fair,
Oh.
man.
Everybody
I'm
gets
gonna
through
give up as
turn
much
one
as
pretty
lead as I
cleanly.
can, because that wasn't fair.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense why it's giving you that blue flag. I can see it on your stream. And Rocco picks up a penalty going through the early turn there. I think it was turn 3. It was hard to see. So he's going to fall back a little bit from Owiki right at the beginning. The way that long straight is with the penalty flag, or the penalty line, you lose quite a bit on that long straight. So Thor right up on his bumper, going through the chicane. Looking clean so far. Not nearly as chaotic as what happened in the amateur race.
So far.
And Thor is looking to the inside of Rocco, who's going to have to serve the penalty. So Rocco slides a little bit. They get lined up. And that is going to drop Rocco down quite a bit. See how far back he goes. Currently in 4th. Nielsen is looking for 5th. They're side by side going into turn 1. Rocco does have the advantage on the line, but it does look like Nielsen gets past him. And he in fact does as he takes 4th away from Rocco. But Rocco is right there on his bumper, so he's going to challenge him right back. Jim looking to make a move over on Rocco. He's going to the outside, looking to set himself up for the next corner. He has to back off a little bit. Rocco maintains his 5th place. Rowicki already starting to pull away, as expected.
Not much.
pretty tight grouping in the back as Rocco is drifting through the chicane, holds on to it. It's like Jim had to slow down a little bit. You got to keep in mind that we don't hand out style points here, so it might look cool to drift, but it's not really what you want to do. Seeing a little bit of separation between the top four and the rest of the pack. Jim is definitely into the draft up on Rocco's bumper. Gives him a little bit of a nudge, it looked like. Rocco is protecting the inside. Now he goes to the outside. And Jim does not press it. So he is still looking to the outside. And oh no, Ronan hits Jim on his rear fender and spins Jim out. Very unfortunate there, as Jim has dropped back. A little tap on the side was all it took. Jim not too far behind. Hopefully he can get caught back up here a little bit. With these pro drivers, once the gap is there, it's going to be hard to stay in the pack. And Forza has gotten himself a half-second penalty, with Nielsen right behind him. It's going to give Nielsen a good advantage on the long straight. Because he gets another half-second penalty, so now he's up to 1 second. That's not going to be good for him.
Oh, no.
That might even give Rocco a chance to get back up into the top four. Forza serving his penalty. Or is it on the next lap? Oh, no, it is this lap. There he goes. So Nielsen gets by him. Does Rocco have enough to get caught up to him? He is closing in very fast. And he's going to make a move to the inside, going into turn one. Side by side. Oh, and Rocco catches a little too much grass and spins, but he saves it. He does, in fact. Oh, hang on. Okay, I'm getting a phone call, but I'm not sure that number is, so I'm not going to answer it. And Devious does say that Ronan gave the spot back to Jim, so that is very good. I just saw somebody side by side as we look like we got a little bit of a pack here with Forza and Rocco and Dano getting stacked up. And Rocco again getting a little sideways on those tires. Going up to the front of the pack, Rowicki has over a second lead over Thor. They are coming to the line.
Straight line speed though, man.
Starting lap 5, 139.6. Thor's sticking with him, not dropping him too far back, so Thor is still in this one. Rowicki is hard to beat, but Thor is not just going to let him drive away. Thor gets a little bit on the inside there. Is he going to get the penalty for that one? Doesn't look like it, so I think he's okay. Or that was to the outside. But it looks like he survived that. Nielsen in third. Quite a bit of gap to the leaders, but still a good gap to fourth place behind him. We have Forza back and forth, followed by Rocco and Dano. These three still battling it out pretty close to each other. Forza gets his fastest time through that sector. Looking to get in his fastest lap so far of the day. A little bit into the grass, and Rocco goes around. Looks like Rocco has been struggling on these tires so far today, as we've seen him get loose in quite a few corners. Then it's going to put Dano up into fifth, Jim into sixth, and Ronan up into seventh. Rocco is a little bit behind now, so he's going to have a hard time getting caught back up. Very unfortunate for Rocco there. Take a quick look at our standings and see where he is. Yeah, currently Rocco is third place in the overall standings, so that is not going to be good for him. As we look up and Dano is off the screen in turn number 4, number 3. Yeah. So Rocco getting one spot back after Dano's big spin. Now he's going to get Jim now up into 5th place. Fuji is definitely not taking prisoners here. Looks like one mistake can cost you quite a bit with the pro racers. Rocco is starting to catch up to Ronan a little bit. Still a second and a half back. And looking back up towards the lead, Roiki has pulled away from Thor just a little bit more than before, but Thor's still kind of holding on there. These two starting to maintain or get a big lead over everyone else. But they're definitely pulling away from the rest of the pack. But it looks like Roiki is able to really increase his lead over Thor on this lap. Gained another 0.4 of a second. And that's Thor's best sector through there too, so Roiki really pulling away. We got Nielsen into the chicane, followed up by Forza. And then a Jim back in 5th. Everybody looking good through the chicane. Looks like Rocco's car is still getting a little loose on him. I know I definitely struggled with the BMW today. I did some practice laps with the 458, and it was a lot easier to produce a good lap time. And it looks like Jim is going to be the first into the pit. He is going to change off the medium tires onto the soft tires. They're on lap 7, so a bit early. He's going to have to stretch his tires more than anybody else. And getting himself some fuel. Taking almost a full tank. But that Ferrari is definitely going to be thirsty. Now back up in the lead with Rowicki he has definitely increased his lead over 2 seconds now. Starting to pull away from Thor. Well, we see pit stops coming around this time. Rowicki will probably stay out, I imagine, at least one more lap. Thor is going to follow him. Doesn't look like either one's going to drive to this pit. Both Nielsen and Forza stay out as they're going to go one more lap. And Rocco has got himself a half-second penalty here. Ronan is going into the pit. And Dano stays out this lap. He is going to take away the spot from Ronan there. See if Jim catches up. And he will get past Ronan as Ronan is starting to come out of the pit. Or he's still getting fuel. So, a little bit less fuel. Ronan now out of the pit. We got quite a big gap going on here. Rowicki's still increasing time over Thor. Looks like both of them still increasing time over Nielsen. Now back and forth, we have Forza doing a good job to hang on to the top 5 spot here and stick with Nielsen. So far his best race in the Pro League. Hey Ghost, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Got a lot of notifications on the phone right now. Yeah, let's clear some of these. And our top 4 still not coming into the pit. Rocco stays out. Dano is also going to stay out. So we're going to go up to the front of the pack and see if anybody pits on lap 10. Riki maintaining a very nice pace, all in the 39s. Starting to pull away over 3 seconds in front of Thor now. That's the kind of consistency I'd like to have. Other than lap 2, all 39s. And Rowicki is going to go into the pits. Looks like Thor is going to stay out as he wants to lead a lap. Thor takes first place for now. More than likely he'll be pitting in on the next lap. So far, no other takers. Nielsen stays out. Forza stays out. Rowicki coming out of the pits, and yes, he is now behind Rocco. About 4 seconds behind. He probably won't get caught up, and then Rocco will probably end up pitting this lap. Thor currently holding on with a 9-second lead here. Is he going to pit this lap, or will it go one more? It was about 3 seconds behind Rowicki when Rowicki went into the pit, so we'll see where he comes out at. It looks like he is indeed going in this time around. Thor into the pits. Looks like Forza got himself a half-second penalty. Nielsen is going to stay out, as Nielsen is now in the first place. Forza is staying out with him. Rocco is going in for his pit stop. For getting himself enough fuel. As Rowicki has definitely gotten past him again. Of course, we got Dano in the mix, so I can't see exactly how far behind. But it does look like Rowicki has gained himself a big advantage after Thor's pit. We'll see where they line up when everybody else pits. Yeah, Thor is very fast in that car. Quite a bit of separation between all of our drivers here, so it doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of incidents. Going to come down to pace as Nielsen is to the right side of the track, so it looks like him and Forza are going into the pits on lap 12. And Nielsen coming in a little hot there. We'll have to see if he got himself the penalty. Now Rowicki back into the lead. Dano is coming in. Nope, he is staying out. And he gets himself a 140.7, his best lap so far of the day. So it looks like Rowicki's got about a 10-second lead over Thor, so he gained quite a bit just from the pit stop. Nielsen and Forza back on track. A very nice livery on that one. Does kind of look like a monster can.
Whose?
Dano's.
I
The
say
green and
something like
black.
a Green Lancer livery.
Yeah. I do like the green. Looks very nice.
Green is my second favorite color. Only behind yellow.
Now, Thor is starting to catch up to Dano here. Dano's gonna have to pit soon. Looks like he might be going in this lap. And he is indeed going in this lap. And Thor retakes his second place. Now well over 11 seconds behind Rowicki. Rowicki is just flying around this track. He's got his soft tires on.
Last time.
His 138 times tell me that I can do better with that BMW at this track. Got to get it all figured out.
I still got iron out things like
So
that corner, but I do feel more connected to the track than the last time we ran this Fuji.
we go ahead and put this on. I believe everybody has gone into the pits at this point. So Ruiki in first, Thor is still in second, Nielsen in third, Jim has taken fourth. Is Jim pitted? Forza is right behind him in fifth. Looks like Forza might be going for a move. They're coming up on the chicane. They're going to stay single file through there, making sure to keep it safe in one of the tighter spots. Forza might be playing it smart instead of just lunging every corner like a lot of the lower lobbies do. Sometimes you actually want to hang back and plan out your passes.
It happens along higher ranks as well.
And Forza does look like he tried to make a move there, but didn't have quite enough speed, so he gets back into line. Gonna make a shot down here into turn one. Ferrari versus Porsche here. Obviously, you know I'm on Team Ferrari. Jim is protecting the inside. Good move there. He's holding on to fourth. Forza definitely pushing here. Looking to take fifth as he goes to the inside of Jim and has to back out there. He's taking a shot at it, but can't quite get it to stick yet. He's fallen back a little bit. Behind them, we have Rocco chasing down Ronan. We got about 4 cars all here within pretty close to each other. You have to catch all 4 of them on the replay. Moiki is just flying up there. You can see on the mini-map, he's got such a huge lead over everyone else. Like, Thor is flying, and Ruiki is so much further ahead. So Forza trying to chase down Jim here. As we're going back, Rocco is also chasing down Ronan. They both be going for a pass attempt into turn one. Looks like Ronan is trying to shake Rocco off the draft. Oop, wrong direction. And Forza, dang it, does indeed make the turn, or the pass in turn one. As I can't figure out which direction I'm trying to move the camera. Looks like Rocco did not make an attempt. Forza does take P4 away from Jim. Jim falls back into P5. About 2.5 laps left. Forza is looking at his best finish so far here in the Pro Series. A couple of rough races to start the season, but this is definitely going to help him out in the standings. He gets his fastest sector, over a half a second faster through there. He could be looking at getting himself a 39 time here. And it looks like Rocco is right up on Ronan's bumper here as he is chasing him through. He's going to have a pass attempt. Might be able to set himself up for a pass attempt on turn one. Looking back to Forza, he does get his best lap of the day at 39.3. That is a good lap by him. Looking back to Rocco here. Let's see if he's going to make a move on Ronan. Going into turn one. Looks to the inside. A little too far back to make it happen. Definitely a close battle here as we have less than 2 laps to go. And Rocco looking to the inside. He wants to make a move here. Can't quite catch up to Ronan. Rocco on the attack takes the inside and makes the pass, but Ronan is keeping it right back to the inside here as they go back and forth side by side. Coming up to the final turn, Rocco on the inside lane here, falls back a little bit, and they're going to line up on the front straight again. These two are going to battle it out for the whole final lap of the race. Looks like Ronan is trying to break the draft just enough to keep Rocco from getting advantage on it. Going into turn 1. I don't know if you would count that little second nub there as a turn 2. I think it does. Rocco gets his best sector through there. He is trying to chase down Ronan. We have Rowiki coming up to the final corner here. He is going to win once again.
That's his redemption from last season.
Does Rocco have anything going into the chicane? Looking
Redemption.
everywhere he can.
Cheers.
Trying to find a hole to get past Ronan here. Just a couple corners left to go. Rocco's really going to have to rocket out of the last turn here if he wants to beat the drag race towards the end, and he's making a go at it. Looks like he got a little loose coming out and lost a run. He's not going to have a shot at passing him before the finish line. And he is still all over the road. Doesn't want to share that draft. What a good race by those two. And Dano is going to win the finish line. Now, at this point, he's the last car. So would you penalize that with the new rule, even though there's nobody behind him? There's not much to penalize when you are the last car, because penalty wouldn't matter.
I forgot to list a penalty.
All right. That was a really good race. Big battles there towards the end. We need to go over here and save our results. Get us a screenshot of that and save our replay. Oh no. Don't tell me that. Okay. I just got the PlayStation 2 hot warning. Alright, looks like we are saving our replay though, so we should be good to go. And I should be able to get those replays done, as I do have the next week off of work. So I think I should have both replays done by Monday. And we can update the league early. Yep, there's the overheat warning.
So that is your coverage of the JCCR Racing League Season 3, Round 3 at Fuji. The doubleheader is complete in Japan. Next week, we'll be heading... No, wait. Next week's 4th of July, is it?
Yeah, we're gonna have next week off for the 4th of July.
Okay, yeah. And so the week after, so in 2 weeks' time, we'll be going to a track we've never ran before, Sardinia Layout C.
Yes.
It
That
is
is
possibly the
less than a
shortest
minute
track.
a track.
It is possibly the shortest track in the history of the league.
Which this one I kind of wanted to do because I wanted to race a short track. We're going to be looking at 33 laps.
35, I think?
33 is what I have.
Okay. So,
With pit stop, it should end up right about 30 minutes.
oh yeah, pit stop, okay. Oh yeah, pit stop. So, that's your coverage from Super Doofus Inc. and me. I will see you around. Bye-bye.